Hi, so we'll go over a creature, okay? Body is balanced in equal proportions. That goes without saying, but just throwing that out there. Zan Kosir, Slovenia, 11 April 1984, are the two hulked raptor legs, and they're the front legs, okay? Now we'll go over the back legs. Two hulked feet of skull of smallest dinosaur discovered in amber by Lucas Joel. That's an article, March 11th, 2020. Those are the back legs. So, and then the legs are part of a body, okay? And the legs are different looking than the body, okay? So it's not that it all just conforms to the body. It's not like that, but they're like this, okay? So the body's like this. Amid the low hum of millions of crickets chirping, Nam expresses the utmost confidence in the role of crickets in future human diets, and not only because of their low environmental cost. Now, that is just like the ingraining on the abs of the other character that we went over. It's like an ingraining of words on that make up this creature, the body, okay? It's not a tattoo, but it's like the spirit of those words. So it's a scolipede body. And the way that it looks is from Pokemon 10 pieces of bug fan art we love. And that's an article. You can find that scolipede picture there so you get an idea of what it looks like. Don't just type in scolipede, you have to go to that article there. Okay. Then New Mexico's Chris McNeil transferring by Travis Hines. That's the face of this creature. Again, the face is different than the scolipede, how it would usually look. And it's a mix of a Native American and a lion like Scar from Lion King. So it's a mix of human and animal is the face. So that's, kind of different. So now here's the life or what this creature took on, okay? This creature lived with the highest God that we have not gone over, okay? We've gone over a lot of gods, but not this one. This is not the Most High, this is the highest God. In his garden and would go to earth as a homeless low angel. He did this in 1922 AD and would stop gangsters from killing innocent bystanders by distraction and manipulation. 4 times this happened. He saved 10 people. Then he got into pod racing against berserker Batoons. The berserker Batoons were driving the Muslims in the build-up to Munich massacre, and he won races. The guy that we're going over, I'm just going to refer to him as he because I don't have a name for him. But I think it's I said this earlier today, so I'm just gonna go ahead and name him Dubyawan. Okay, that's his name, Dubyawan. Dubyawan. Okay. So all right. So he Dubyawan won races so that the John Candy Sponge Spirit would win over the battery type worshippers who were discovering true teachings of Gabriel. The battery I'm referring to is that Michael J. Fox Bosny sub worship, which he set up. Bosny sub did, which was all the black Kaaba cube. Okay. So after the racing, he decided to suffer with 22 Native Americans as they fought to the death versus Mandingos. All the humiliation and dishonor thoughts that they felt as they were beaten, he felt with them. Number 22, he sweat so much that he willed a miracle comeback. Okay. All right. So after the native suffering, he ran the wheel for South Korea deploys snipers to fend off deadly pig virus. That's 29 October 2019 is the article. But I'm just saying that actually happened in of October of last year. So it could still be going on, but he ran the wheel for that. Lastly, he was a Shrike of the Shrikes, Star Wars. The way that he looked was as Siren, Dragon Ball Z, Broly figure, Japanese anime, Broly action figure. And it goes on from there, but I'll just stop it there because if you type that in, it'll come up. But he's kind of a different looking Super Saiyan and has like blue or purple hair. I don't know because I'm red green colorblind, but he looks pretty cool with in that way. And the Broly story is pretty interesting. And I wanted to say that he did not kill his father as the whole Han Solo story of the new Disneyized Star Wars, but that that he was part of this Shrikes and like was an explorer type is the way that I saw it, but it's all that action figure mixed with shore to ship batteries to create storms of sophisticated anti-ship and anti-aircraft missiles that would ensure that key areas of the South China Sea were no-go zones for the fossilized multi-billion-dollar flagships of the American Navy. Okay, that's a quote, and I know it's a run-on sentence that doesn't make sense, but if you might need to look at the context of it, and I'll give you the article. It's right here. How Beijing became bigger threat than Russia by exploiting U.S. liberals. And it did not say became a bigger threat. It just said became bigger threat. And that came out May 14th, 2019. And that's for Shrikes Star Wars. Okay. So again, it's that like he's mixed with the ingraining of these words here, of this phrase. Okay. So Shrike Star Wars continued. He was a Super Saiyan and had a wand to control technology with. He went off the grid when all of his team were killed, and you'll see that on the Wikipedia. You'll see about Shrikes that they were all killed except one during the Alliance, the Rebel Alliance times, and of his team were killed and tamed Harry Potter Fantastic Beasts for 5 years before he was raptured by God. So he traveled to like that whole Britain Gateway Stargate area and did all the magic with them for 5 years and then was raptured by God. He was 32 years old. Okay, so now this is what it looks like here. Homeless low angel, he went back and forth from heaven to earth. He could go back and forth and just, kind of jump around. Then he was as a driver diver. We've kind of gone over those in the Garden of Eden section where you have divers. And one of them was from the film Transformers, the actor. But he's the military guy. But now what he looked like with all this was as a Prolemers with a Samoan body for this one. And then he was a wheel first person for the natives, suffering, feeling their pain and everything. And their emotions especially, and he was as a Prolemers with a Samoan body, and then for the wheel situation, which was that sniper South Korea deadly pig virus, he kind of just ran the situation for that, and that was, these are in wheels, and this one is in a pod race. So and then lived as a living being, and was raptured. Okay, that's as that action figure looking Super Saiyan Broly, and the ingraining of that China, basically a warning about China, as we're getting many warnings in these, in some of these articles. I mean, I don't, I'm not even really looking for that type of stuff, but they're hiding it in these articles, though. I'm telling you. So, as creature in the garden lived out the life of Zan Kosir and the transferring of Travis Hines. Was it? No, no. Chris McNeil is what I meant there. Sorry, transferring. That's the writer. Here, Chris McNeil. Okay, sorry. Got in a hurry. Transferring of Chris McNeil, as well as his basketball career described in the article. Okay, so here. All right. So and we've seen that before. I said they kind of run wheels, the ones that have it in their shoulder or abs or whatever, like a person. But it's like it's kind of, the way it is. It's kind of like what is done in heaven is done on earth, and what the binding and releasing and all that they say to Peter, that Jesus said to Peter. But it's kind of like that. But all right, so this is it here, okay? So obviously it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 here. So we might dive into this a little more or see what you think. All right, so thank you. Have a good night.